Live from Fleetown, USA in Forest City, North Carolina. Hi there, folks. This is Corky Kaericher, and you're listening to the Flea Market Guide Podcast, brought to you by TheFleaMarketGuide.com, the show that brings you everything you need to know to get started and grow and prosper as a flea market seller in your flea market this weekend. Are you ready to take action? I know I am, so let's get started. This is Wacky Intro Episode 0 of the Flea Market Guide Podcast.
Hi folks, this is Corky Kaericher, also known as the Flea Market Guide. I publish a website called TheFleaMarketGuide.com. My job here is to provide you with the tools, tactics, strategies, and tips you need to start, grow, and prosper in the flea market industry. I've created a website where you can search over 2,200 USA-based flea markets. You can locate the flea markets nearest you and use a zip code search tool to find them. So you could find out, for example, that there's 3 or 4 flea markets in your area, and coming soon will be the capability to see just what kinds of dealers are already there so that you can choose the market where there'll be less competition or perhaps a better opportunity for the type of business that you're planning to start. Another opportunity at TheFleaMarketGuide.com is the TFMG Sellers E-Market. TFMG, of course, is the Flea Market Guide. The Sellers E-Market is an online flea market of sorts where you'll be able to have a small listing or profile about your booth or your dealership at the flea market, and you'll be able to connect your flea market to the USA flea market listings. So in theory, when this is all finished, and trust me, I'm a one-man business doing this all by myself, so it might take a week or two, but when it's finished this summer, you'll be able to create a listing for your flea market business, connect it to the flea market you're located at, and they'll be searchable in either direction. So if someone were to find you, then they could find the flea market where you're located, or vice versa. If they use the flea market finder, they would then be able to find out that you're there and come in to buy your products. Also on our site is a ton of free content with topics about business and selling, inventory management, the people of the flea market, both sellers and buyers, and how to cooperate with competitors or beat your competition, how to work with buyers, negotiate, how to manage your finances, and just a ton of resources, both online and offline, that you can use to augment your flea market business and perhaps make more money this year than you made last, or get your new business off the ground for the first time. So again, my name is Corky Kaericher. This is episode 0 of the Flea Market Guide Podcast. I'm just wanting to introduce myself and introduce the business. I do have a physical location. The Flea Market Guide World Headquarters is located at Fleetown, USA in beautiful Forest City, North Carolina. And we're thrilled to be opening our classroom this season, where we have 15 seats and a green screen theater, or studio, I should say, where I can record my video casts that will be coming out, the courses and classes where I'll be teaching you all the strategies and valuable tips that'll help you grow and prosper. And in general, I just want to get a good, thriving community of flea market sellers out there who are networking with each other, perhaps selling inventory to each other, or helping each other out with tips and tricks, or even locally in their own physical flea markets, helping cover each other's booths while they take a bio break or go to lunch. So at the end of the day, I'm all about flea market business. I'm all about your flea market business success, and I'm here for you. There are contact forms on the website that you can reach me by, and those will make my phone buzz right in my pocket. If you jump on our newsletter list, I'll send you out super special tactics and tricks and deals and offers and all sorts of things that'll be of value to anyone in the flea market industry. And I'm going to be working with the flea market owners themselves across the country to help you sell better and to help them grow their markets and bring the audience you need to move your product. So let's go on this journey together. My name's Corky Kaericher. This is the Flea Market Guide Podcast, and you can find me and the podcast and all of this other great information and content at TheFleaMarketGuide.com. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you in episode 1 when we kick off with the real value that this podcast is intended to bring. Talk to you later.
Hey, I really want to take a moment to thank all of you listeners for using your time to listen to the Flea Market Guide Podcast. I'm proud of what we do here, and I'm glad you find it of value. But whether you do or you don't enjoy the show, I'd really appreciate it if you would leave a review for me over at iTunes or wherever you obtain the podcast from. Your rating and review will help me to determine what to do next and how to improve the show. I look forward to bringing more content to you as soon as I can, and I hope to hear from you soon. Thanks a ton. Until next time, I'll see you at the flea market.